Hey guys, what's going on? Drewzy here, and today looking at yet another new game here on the channel. It's Marvel Heroes Omega, as you see in the background. We're going to be going over a couple different things. Number one, going to give you a fast leveling guide for 2017. I'm going to be giving you some tips, going to be giving you just a review, basically, all around of this game. So far, this game, pretty fun. If you like the Marvel Universe, I'm not a big comic book guy, but I do like some Marvel characters. I like some of the... There's been a ton of Marvel movies coming out. Marvel's making a crap load of money right now. So first tip, see these characters right here? They're called dupes. Kill these things. They drop a bunch of materials. You need those materials. You need the items. I'll explain that a little bit later on in the video. But you need those things you see here. Look at all that loot. Pick all that stuff up. This is a loot kind of based game. Kind of similar to Diablo. It has a Diablo-esque feel to it, which, as you've seen in other videos on the channel, I like Diablo. But here, one of the big tips for leveling is, as you see here, I have the map mini screen down at the bottom of the screen. Go into these things called treasure rooms. Treasure rooms are one of the fastest way to level right now in the game. Go to treasure rooms. I'll show you what a treasure room looks like here. Basically, a treasure room is a small area in the within the game. You're going to fight about 2 to 3 waves of enemies generally throughout a treasure room, and they're going to be randomized, it's kind of like dungeons. Again, Diablo-like-esque, which there are a lot of these types of games, these RT style games. And you just go in there, kill all the enemies in the treasure room, and then it will show you in the top left-hand corner that the loot cache that the treasure room has been completed, and then there will be a loot cache drop for all of you. So kill all the enemies. Sometimes there's gold enemies, elite style packs, blue packs. Those are elite enemies too. There you go. Defeated it out. Got a nice little level up there. 238. And then, of course, my inventory is full. So if your inventory is full, go to a headquarters area. There's a bunch of different headquarters. And one thing, store all of your supplies, which are your basically your crafting materials. Take your crafting materials, put them in storage until you hit level 60. Level 60 is max level in this game. If you're not level 60, you don't need them. The other thing you can do, items that you don't need anymore, as you see here, donate them to researchers. Researchers have those atom symbols up above their heads. You will get items all the time when you get loot crates, when you kill different enemies, things like that, or just killing mobs throughout the world. But you need to donate, get these people leveled up as quickly as possible. There are 3 different ones. Level them up. I think level 10 is max. I'm not 100% on that, but get them to the highest level you can as quickly as possible. It's only going to make you better as you get to max level, which is 60 later on in the game. Once your inventory is not full anymore, you can also pick up items. There are different rarities, but you go over here, get that crate. Like we talked about, the loot crate at the end, as you see, look at all those green orbs. The green orbs are experience points. That is how your experience works. There are red orbs for health, purple orbs for, I think, ultimate powers, things like that. Another big thing to level up is to fight special bosses. So there are special, little sub-bosses throughout the course of the maps. They look exactly like treasure rooms. So you just go in there and you kill them. It's that simple. There's just going to be a simple boss. They might spawn some waves of enemies, but you just take that boss out, and it's going to give you 2 things. Number 1, you're going to get a nice experience pack for killing them, and you'll get a loot crate you'll get a crate at the end, similar that you do in treasure rooms. So it's like a treasure room with a boss that's going to give you a good amount of experience. Treasure rooms, I think, give you more experience than the special bosses do, but there are special bosses throughout the course of the world, and there's also an achievement for killing 7 of them throughout the course of your gameplay. So you're definitely going to want to kill those things as quickly as possible. Generally, you're just gonna need a good build that you're comfortable with. You see all those green experience orbs. Pick them up. Pick up the loot. Make sure that you don't have your inventory full, and then get that cash, and you get all that extra experience and all the extra items as well. So those are 2 big ways to level up in this game. So one of the big boosts, an experience boost. How experience boost works is a little bit different than other games. As you see, you can have 1 to 5. As you get to 5, it actually does stack on each other. So if you put 5 different experience boosts on each other, one way you can do it, you can pay for them with real money. As you see, 450 of their in-game currency is what it costs for a stack of 5 of them. Or you can just earn them through, they can be in loot boxes, they can be randomly gotten from a couple different variety, but definitely get that 5 times experience, put them on all the time. Another big thing, completing story missions. So see here, story missions are a little bit different. There are blue boxes. There are blue doorways, instead of yellow. So you want to complete the story missions. So the story missions will have different objectives. Oftentimes you want to just skip through the random enemies, but sometimes there's certain objectives that have to be complete. In this area, I have to kill these 4 elite assassins before I can fight the boss and complete that part of the story mission. So you just go through, kill the enemies as quickly as possible. You want to not waste those experience boosters. The experience boosters do also stack as far as duration as well as the amount of experience you get. So you get that 200% experience bonus, plus you get a lot of time added on as well. So you definitely want to do the ×5 experience if you can afford it, if you can just throw a little bit of extra money into the game and use it, because it's just going to make your leveling so much faster. I mean, I was able to get from 1 to 60 in 2 hours with before I prestige, and I'll talk about prestiging a little bit later on in the video. As you see in my character on the top left hand corner next to my number is a symbol that is the prestige symbol, and I'll talk again about the prestiging a little bit later on in the video. Prestiging is a thing that is in this game. I believe there are 4 to 5 prestige levels for each character that you can do, and there's a couple things that you need to understand. Prestige is a little bit different than some of the other games, and so again, I will explain that here towards the end. But again, kill those big bosses. As you saw, I killed the one. Then complete the story missions. The story missions, there is some dialogue, some story to the game. You can skip them if you need to, but you get a crap load of experience by completing story missions. And then you just rinse and repeat. You just fly around, go get those treasure rooms, go do things. Now, one thing I will mention in this game is by no means perfect. As you see here, there are glitches within the game. This game does have problems. It has bugs. It's still early on in its development. There will be updates, I hope, in the future to patch this on console. This game's only been out about a week. It's been out for a couple of years on PC. So, you know, of course, there's probably going to be some errors, more so in the console. I mean, I tried to kill this damn thing, and it just wouldn't happen for me. I put down all my turrets. I put down all my abilities I could, and I just gave up. And I'll show you, you know, some of the other issues you see with glitches. Sometimes the map area will not load. Just stop moving around, stop fast traveling. Fast traveling is with right trigger if you're on Xbox. I'm not sure what it would be on PS4, but just let the map load a little bit and then do what you were trying to do. See here, I just teleport across the map. That was kind of random. But yeah, you know, this game has glitches. Overall, still a pretty solid game. It's, you know, it's kind of an easy kill style game. It has the whole Marvel lore to it, the whole Marvel universe concept, which is really, really cool if that's something you're into. And there's just a ton of variety, a ton of characters. Going to be adding a bunch more. I'll show you kind of the roster, some of the different characters that are available here. So I'm using Rocket Raccoon as one of my favorite characters. I really love Groot. I love Deadpool as well. Deadpool is one of the characters that I unlocked. Some of these characters, you can only get them from buying special packs, which I'll show you here a little bit towards the end. But as prestiging goes, prestiging, you get some cosmetic items. You start all the way over from the beginning. One of the nice things that prestiging does do, you get to keep the build that you had prior to prestiging. So there's just a couple things with prestige, but overall, you definitely don't need a prestige. You can stay at level 60 and get the ultimate power, but some good heroes to use. Hulk is a great character. He's very cheap. You can get him early on in the game. He's extremely strong, has a lot of CC damage. Blade, I've heard, is very, very good. He does a ton of damage, has a lot of high crit, has a lot of brutal attack ability. And as you see here, there are 2 different ways to get heroes. You can get them through splinters, which are the purple items, which you get 500, which you can get randomly drop off enemies, and then the in-game currency at 900, which you know, can be kind of expensive. Doctor Strange is another one that's very strong. Iceman, I heard, is a very good beginner hero. Someone that you may want to use towards the beginning of the game, has a lot of CC, can farm very quickly and can move, has very quick movement and can get around. Scarlet Witch, I've heard, is very, very good at cleaning up enemies, getting items. As you see here, there are different costumes as well, which can be got through loot boxes, and loot boxes do cost real money to get through their in-game currency. Storm is one of the best CC heroes in the entire game, and she's just one of the strongest heroes in the entire game. I'd highly suggest getting Storm if you have the opportunity to do. I haven't gotten her yet. I plan on getting her hopefully at some point. I'm just debating if I want to spend any money. So here is the shop screen there on the Xbox. As you see, Daredevil is a free hero for Xbox. I'm not sure about PS4. And then I bought Deadpool pack, and I bought the Guardians of the Galaxy pack because I just wanted to be, you know, heroes that I really enjoy and things like that. There are some more expensive ones. You see $60 ones in the bottom left hand corner. But it was a lot of information thrown at you guys. Still really like this game. Would highly suggest playing it. It is free to play. It is really fun. But we'll have maybe some future videos in the future. If you liked it, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And as always, my name is Drewzy. Peace out, guys.